Okay, I'm going to finish off these signs here for the Valentine season. I'm now up to water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio in that order. Just going to get into it here. Get everybody to catch up in the feed. It's kind of Sunday. Everybody's probably chilling somewhere else. So, alrighty. So I'm going to start out with Pisces. A lot of energy coming through these readings, man. I don't know if I'm stirring up. I was thinking today, I don't know if I'm stirring up more energy than it's worth. But nonetheless, bird's eye view here. So I got a different setup. You're going to have to forgive me if I tap my microphone. Hey, Tina. I'm in the process of moving my stuff around, and I'm hoping the microphone's not in the right spot, basically. So we're going to start out with general energies for Pisces. I turned them all upside down so that, hey, woman, hey there, so that I kind of discover the energy as it goes. I think what they're trying to tell me, they get me to do this all the time. They remind me. I think it's to keep my judgment out of it. Nonetheless, first card for the Pisces. Sorry, frogs jumping in my throat again. Hopefully this works out okay here. I had it all rigged that it was even, and look at it get crooked. There we go. Crooked a bit. Everything's cockeyed. Okay, first card for Pisces. 7 of Wands. Rising up to stand your ground. Okay. Mm-hmm. So here we go. We've got defense. We are in defense, standing up for principles here. I feel like this is a relationship, but not necessarily restricted to that area. Okay, we're standing our ground quite highly against something, and I'm just going to carry on. Next card, Eon. Oh, I'm glad this card came up because I said it, I pronounced it. What's this word? I thought Eon was spelt with E-O-N, not A-E. It confused the hell out of me, but it's Eon is the name of the card here. And again, a phoenix rising, right? I feel this is all crooked. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get these pictures more up close. As we go right down there. And they're crooked. It's crooked no matter. My stand's crooked. Ugh. Okay. So what we got here. Sorry, I'm just tweaking things here. Good enough. It's good as we're going to get here. Standing up for our principles in some kind of area here. Eon is like the end of an era, right? A long-term thing here. I'm thinking my mic is too close. But also the phoenix rising, and that's the sense I get here is we may have been put down. This standing of our ground has really created a situation where I feel like we're it's going to open up here, but I feel like, oh, what are you doing, camera? Come on. I feel like we're in a position where we're rising, and why this defense that we've stood up for is created some kind of a fall, if that makes sense. I'm just going to carry forward here. Next card is Fortune, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, fateful. This is fateful event. This whole process that you've been through, Pisces as well. We are at the turning of the wheel. The fate is come here. They're making me look at that crocodile going under. I'm going to carry forward. Okay, so we're getting into grounded energies here. To clarify, standing your ground, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, that is not your element. That is, sorry, guys. That's the energy of a grounded relationship, right? These two are quite happy, connected, earthly beings. I feel like this is what the Pisces is trying to stand up for. Thank you. Thank you, Carrie Ann. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Partnerships, right? They're looking for a grounded partnership. This is what they're standing up for. This is what the barrier, this is what they're standing against. And the feeling I get here is that we may have had to let go of a relationship in order to keep up with this, what we feel is the ideal partnership, because this one, it didn't measure up, is the sense I'm getting. We may have had to let go of a partnership, okay, because it didn't measure up to this ideal. This is what the Pisces wants, this perfect get along, grounded energy, two people on the same wavelength. This is what they want. This may not be what they have, but they had to stand up to someone so that they can get this, right? This is what I'm getting. Now, on top of the Eon card, which is one step from completion here, rising to meet your, I said maker, but to meet your fate, your destiny, really is what they're trying to say here. On top of that, to clarify, we get the Nine of Wands. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I'm getting mundane. Going forward, but we're feeling mundane. Why? Because we feel like we had to put up some boundaries, some limitations, some defenses here against someone or something or a situation that created a loss of some sort. So we're going like, though we know it was the right thing to do on principle, it's still a little bit of a, we're dealing with this energy at this time is what I'm getting. Because all these tools here, right? She's got all the tools available to her. She's made her decision, but she's lonely in that, because it created a situation where we don't have a partner, we don't have a job, we don't have whatever scenario it's coming out here, right? Because this is just the general energies. On the wheel, we clarify, we get 13, death. Yeah, that's the end of that situation, right? Death for sale. Leaving, yeah, like leaving a situation, a person, could be friendships as well. We had to leave. Why? Because we stood up for our principles here, and we cannot stand it no more. There's something here, it just could not pass. And though yeah, there's a sense that we kind of a certain amount that we wanted here, but we just know it's the right thing to do. Pretty basic. Okay, so on top of that, Queen of Pentacles, which is, that grounded energy. I think she's trying to surf too, right? Water. She's trying to go there and do that and be that. That's the ideal of what she wants, a partnership. And they go out in the garden and pick flowers and go to eat, and they're communicating, and it's all grounded. This is what we're wanting. On top of that energy, we get the Goddess. Now, this is interesting because the Queen of Pentacles really is, she's the one that really can handle everything. She doesn't get fired up like the fire signs. She doesn't get over emotional like the water normally, right? So this is a mode that you're wanting to go to, wanting to have forever and ever. Amen. And she doesn't leave her heart out like the air has an ability to do. So that's the ideal on the surface. Now, the Empress, that is the epitome of abundance in a motherly, godlike kind of way. So not only is she got everything covered here, the sense that we've worked on our inner emotional atmosphere is what they're saying. Our emotional atmosphere has either been adjusted or we've worked to adjust it to a degree to be more compatible. An Empress, right? You don't get that Empress energy And I feel like this is where she's climbing to. She's, stepping in the boots. We haven't got everything dressed up yet, but we're getting there. In the emotional centers, they're like kind of applauding is what they're saying. So emotionally, we're figuring things out, being able to be more compassionate toward a partner internally anyway. We haven't had an example outside of this yet, but we know mentally what we need to do, but we haven't we haven't had it in the physical. Okay. So the 9 of Wands here, expanding on that energy. We get the Maiden of Air. And again, I was getting like a mundane feeling. It's like, yeah, I've done what I needed to do, but it ain't no fun here. And sometimes that's the energy you have to sit with for a while till the right thing comes along, right? So the Maiden of Air, yeah, this was in my reading last night. She's searching, right? And they're giving me the same energy. She's going to be searching for what she wants more clearly. Because in the past, I felt like the Pisces were just taking incoming. Oh, I'll take that. They had their mitts on to grab things, but they weren't looking at what they were grabbing enough to notice, okay, maybe I shouldn't be hanging on, and maybe I should just let this one fly through. Stuff like that, right? So now she's gonna pick and choose. She's gonna look around corners, and she's got guidance there with the birds kind of symbolizing there's light here that to come from, instinct, guidance, of the right things to look for, using that to help guide her, right? Because these blue ones, the green ones are more grounded energy on the 3D plane. I say 3D, but on the earth plane. And the blue ones are more spiritual on the spiritual plane. So 13 on the death energy of the ending of something here, a cycle, situation, a job, a person that we've dealt with. Woo. That's interesting. We have the Book of Shadows now. That introduces an energy here of give me a minute here. Sorry. Yeah, this is what did they say? Boredom is the devil's plaything, something like that. This is the energy that they're kind of giving me. It's like we've let something go, and now we're looking not necessarily for peace, but to stir something up here. The romance area, I feel, is going to gain some answers in this, because I'm getting a sense here of relationship cycles. Okay, so stirring up something in that way for the Pisces, but nonetheless, the Book of Shadows is the ability here to go left or right, and the shadow side is peeking its head out, right? And look at her looking kind of over there. She's leaning away, but she's looking. She's curious about something. Okay, so we're going to find out. Find out what it is. Sorry, guys. I'm going to take a mint or something. I did not have frogs in my throat when when I first started. Man, that drives me. It's about chatter. Throat chakra, right? Speaking. I am speaking. Clear it up. Okay. 3, the Empress. So that's the energy that she's really stepping into here. She's trying to get all dressed in the Empress garb. Wow. 8 of Water. Now, this is her element, right? And look at how happy. Look at the dolphins are jumping. So again, something on her emotional center has been cleared, is what they said, for takeoff. We've accomplished some kind of or what's the word? Yeah, we've mastered something in the emotional arena, okay? The dolphins is about the happiness. I feel like the Pisces is kind of unaware of this. I feel like there's a spiritual energy, or the dolphins jumping, they're going, yay, the Pisces got it. They got it. But and it may be just standing up for ourselves over and above a partnership. Saying no to a partnership or because I feel like this is really relational or friendship or something. Creating a boundary here, we're standing up for ourselves first. I feel like that's what the Pisces kind of doesn't realize, because they're just kind of sitting in the doom and gloom. And though it's not heavy as I see it, can be for some, they don't see it as an accomplishment as much as what's the word? Sadness setting in, right? But the energies are going, yeah, they're just celebrating out. I was gonna say clinking glasses and the whole bit, because they're happy. Why? We're standing up for our own right to be who we are, and this is going to lead us into a better relational experience in the future. Now, this curiosity that's coming after, we expand on that, and we have the youth. Okay, this is interesting because right away, first thing that came is okay, we got Book of Shadows here. We may have age differences in relationships going on, is what I'm getting. Okay, we may have someone quite significantly younger. This may be our curiosity, maybe geez, maybe piqued our curiosity here. We're crossing lines, or they're showing me just running right up and peeking over, right? So as long as we've got, what are they? Sorry. As long as we've got, what's the word? Consent from an adult here, we'll be okay. I feel like it's not like we're going underage here. I feel like it's just a significant age gap. We may have older women, younger men, older men, younger women, this kind of thing. But yet, this youth always carries with it a sense of an old soul or wisdom, right? Because look at him have, there's a name like the North Star that guides you. So highly instinctive, this younger person is. And there's a power this person holds that is above their years. So it's not like we're, how do you say, Robin Cradles here, right? We're really picking up on an advanced soul that is in a younger scenarios. What I'm getting first off, there's an advancement that's come to the Pisces here. Why am I not my things are going forward, no matter, the glare's off. The chakra system coming up here, I feel like the Pisces is advanced quite a bit here spiritually. And though this person has a lot of wisdom and old soul knowledge, I don't feel they've quite tapped into this center yet. So I feel like the relationship that may come here may be a soulmate type that is there to advance that soul, or I mean, back and forth. It's always dual. This, I feel, yeah, the energy is creeping in here. Now we're going to define this Book of Shadows exactly. Faith. Interesting. Give me a minute. Okay. Okay, it's not that whacked. We're going okay here. Because they're saying the faith is the faith in a partner, a good partner. Like the Pisces may be looking for their ideal, right? Your type, whatever. And then they come across a younger old soul nonetheless, but they've lost faith in garnering a relationship, period, no matter who it is, young, old, same, whatever. So there's a lack of faith that anything constructive could come out of a scenario like this. And look at those eyes, right? All seeing, all knowing. And then look at how his is different. It's like this person is going to come in our lives to change the energy, to advance both souls, again, greater than they can by themselves. And there is a great, I'm telling you, it's a very unique signature this one carries. I'm going to tap in a little bit. Yeah, it's a boundary. The Pisces is going, that's too young, man, too young. But you get to know the person, and sometimes it just doesn't matter. Again, consensual, right? And I feel like this is a very soft, gentle, just like that child looks, is how he just walks on the earth, and he may be a beacon for peace and serenity, this one, which the Pisces may be a beacon for happiness and joy, right? To spread that. So these two can play off each other quite well. Yeah, this is good stuff here. But the Pisces, because of what they're going through at this time here over Valentine's, going to be very interesting when this comes to be, this meeting of this, because I feel it's a soulmate, and that could run the gamut of friendship. But I feel like there's some people that are going to go past friendship here. May not be everybody that chooses to do that, but the opportunity, I think, is there in some circles. But there's a lack of faith from the Pisces to, even though they may see this person for all their worth, there's a lack of faith to believe in love working out, like things to work out. It's sad, but nonetheless, this is the energy. Okay, so I got a fortune card to end the general energies, which are really quite lovely. She's going through a phase here. I'm saying but she or he is going through a phase here of healing, and they're quite on the upswing at this point. And then someone's going to come along and lift her even farther through that. So the fortune card is the Eagle. You will soon soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. And we put them right over this, because I feel like that's connected. The clarity and strength is, this person's going to help you see that. The Eagle. Soaring, your destiny is here. It's what they said. It's here. It's happening. It's in, even though we don't see any results here, it's very frustrating, because the Pisces can feel it, right? Because of the depth. These waters, they go real deep. It's like something should change. Like we've changed, and it's like we feel like, like those machines. You put in the coins and you get a little toy. It's like, where's my toy? Where's my thing? And they're not seeing changes, but they're going, it's happening. It's just at a slower rate here than we're giving it credit for, because they've lost faith, right? They're going to soar over things. Your fate and your destiny is here, and it'll come about. Okay, so that's your general energies. That's really kind of groovy, like it. Yeah. Okay, what did I wanted to change this because they were tipping forward. Okay. Now, love and romance. Start out with the love stuff. Here we go. First card, Pisces. There you go, and cross watchers. So somebody in here is watching for somebody else, of course. No. Ace of Pentacles. That's money above all else. This may be where the Pisces is at. Oh, yeah, these white cards, right? How am I going to do that? Just give me a minute, guys. It's going to work. What the hell? Go behind. There. That's better. Okay. Man. Okay, so when I get the Ace of Pentacles like this in a love reading, it's talking about we're going to deal with our business and our finances, or we may have some financial issues that are first and foremost above all else, right? So we're dealing with this at this time. It's tax season, right? So we may be hustling to, how do you say, maneuver our money at this time, is the sense I'm getting, in order to make this tax season a little more zen. Okay. So money above all else, when dealing in the romance here, this is what's leading the way. The next card is the Eight of Wands. Interesting. Now that is about a one night stand. Like this guy here, he's got a tie. Just give me a minute. Are they going to focus? They just don't focus right. He's got a tie on his wrist. Now, man, the story here, right? We got a woman looking out a window. She's kind of looking at him. We don't know if he's sitting there going, are you going to leave? There's sage burning in the background, signifying to me that there's not a lot of bad energy here. This is good energy. We may have had a one-night stand with someone here. Now, either this guy's tied to someone else and sleeping with her, oops, or this guy has slept with her and is now tied, is feeling something for her that she may not recognize, like one or the other may not recognize here. And I'm saying one night stand, but deep emotional, profound stuff going on here. Instant attraction is what the words they gave me, quote, instant attraction that has happened here that is stunning. And I feel like the problem is the dude, because he's feeling it, doesn't know what to do with it. Okay, this is what's going on. Next card. 4 swords. Okay. Interesting. That's our doing the dance, right? These guys are just dancing in circles, and it could be a sense of cycles, right, within relationships. Give me a minute. They're throwing this energy back on that guy. This energy is coming from this guy. He's just doing the dance with the partner that he's with. A sense that he is partnered. Okay, so this is dicey material here, but nonetheless, so this is on the down low. Like somehow, the Pisces got tangled up in a situation. Now he may not have come forth to tell her that he's in a relationship. Why? Because it's in the offing, or not that serious, or something to that effect here is going on. But he is tied, that blue ribbon, he is tied, and they're going, that goes back to a partner that is not the one he is physically with here. And that causes a problem, is what they said. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. We're going to clarify from here. On the Ace of Coins, what's going on there? We have the Lover's card. Now, wait a minute. It's about joining. And I feel like this past energy, they're talking about joining. Maybe this was finances had to do with our decision to leave a past partner or a situation. Made up our mind. It made up our mind. Finances here had something to do with a situation where we had to stand our ground, is the sense I'm getting, against a partner. So that may make sense for some of you. Because there's a uniting wanting to happen through this card, but the money is getting in the way. Okay, does that make sense? Now, on the Eight of Wands, to clarify here, we get the Six of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This is good but bad, because this is the how do you say, the off couple. This guy's coupled up, but again, not happy with it, and he's on the outing. This is the Pisces as I'm seeing it. Again, you can change the sexes for whatever. They've left the relationship officially, is the sense I'm getting, but they're kind of not over it emotionally. Even though they've done a lot of work there, they're still in the down. So these guys have met kind of in a weird way. But the Six of Pentacles really talks about the energy of give and take and equality within, right? She's got a scale there. She's going to make sure that she balances things. And I feel like that's the energy of these two that have just sparked up something here. I feel like they're both highly tuned to make sure that equality is step one, right? When it comes to emotions, feelings, time, attention, all of that. Okay. As we move forward. Now, doing the dance, that was the energy that was going back to the masculine here. They were saying, that's what he's doing. He's just doing a dance with his partner, and He's not having fun. It's, you know, anything that needed to be done here in this relationship has been done. Time to go, but nobody's leaving, that kind of thing. To clarify that, we get the 7 of Wands. What do you know? That's that energy of standing up for yourself, bearing off in defense, right? Just putting all those stakes in there and back off. So, give me a minute to suss that out. I'm trying to figure out if that's the man with his past partner going back off from me, or if that's the partner doing that to him and that's why he's in this situation. And I feel like the Pisces not kind of fully informed about this. We may be thinking this guy's full on single, but he's not. He's tied in some kind of way. And it may be lightly, but it's still not correct as universally put, is what they're saying. Though we are thinking about balance in this relationship, this new one. Okay, so there's a defensiveness here, no less. Okay, we're going to keep going into the sex side, see what comes out. On the Lovers, they're keeping that past energy fresh for the Pisces for some reason. So that can, one, signify that we have more healing to do from our past relationship here yet, but nonetheless, we got something fated to happen. This is kind of the energy they're giving me now. Again, 6 of Wands. Lots of sixes here. Okay, hold on. I got to go back a few. Where do we start? Yeah, with the money. Because I feel like the Pisces has made money a priority over a relationship, but the Lovers is still signifying that energy sitting there heavily, almost like we may be avoiding, but we're dealing slowly but avoiding. The 6 of Wands is about going out and getting what you want. I feel like this is I feel like the red, that's the Pisces. She's getting attention from this guy. This guy is doing that to her, coming out and getting what he wants from her. Not in a, I mean, this could look trashy, right? I mean, give me a minute. Because they're going, look at the Sage. That's good. There's good stuff. But again, he's hiding all the facts. Not completely open here. But again, not expecting to come across is the sense they're giving me. These people are not expecting to come across something so quickly. So this is about getting what you want. This is the dude coming after the Pisces. He's got they're showing me that wand there of passion, right? Quite highly sprung, this guy, toward the Pisces. Next, on the give and take here being equal, we got the Queen of Pentacles. That is a woman who's kind of distracted. Right? She's looking not at the man. The man's kind of at her feet, symbolizing he's beneath her. And here he is beneath her again, kind of. Just give me a minute. There's high correlation here with these two women. Their legs both in the same. I'm going to move to the 7 of Wands, of defensiveness. 9 of Swords, okay. Remember that Book of Shadows, people? Here we go. Sexual arena is where we are going to come across this energy. There's the black cat, right? Symbolizing. Look at that. Just notice the 69. Sorry. Numbers. Numerology, right? Oh, man. Okay, 6. Someone's coming after the Pisces in a fiery energy. I wouldn't say it's aggressive, but it's quite forward. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Though she is the queen and she's very stately and she feels very full of, how do you say, worth within her own right. Feels worthy of attention. She is nonetheless kind of putting this guy off. Kind of like, stay down. Like, is she looking in the mirror? What is she looking at? The sense they're giving me, though, because they brought the The ace, right? The ace of pentacles is talking about work and finances and these kind of things, taking her attention away. So that's what I'm going with as leading here, because it started the whole romance was this woman is thinking about her finances and what brings it in. And this may be to the detriment of the relationship that this guy's coming. Now, this could also symbolize another dude, okay? This could, yeah, they're going, yes, correct. This is where this, there's the little tail. Okay, so the 9 of spades, swords. This is about sexual intimacies that can get dark. We have a black cat weaving in and out, right? And black cat cross your path, that's bad luck. Or bad juju, where you're going areas here that are darker. And the sense I'm getting is we may have some Pisces dipping in to 2 fields physically, okay? And it may not be above board on all rights. And I can't suss out who's who and what's what yet. We'll go one more deeper. It really, it really does seem like there's a sense here of just, you know, when it rains, it pours. This is what's going on. It's like we got an energy of nothing going on, twiddling our thumbs, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom. And we just kind of go with both. Yeah. So, excuse me, on the 6 of wands here, we got to remember that older thing going on. Okay, 18 plus. Did I put that? I don't think I put that. 18 plus people. Here we go. X-rated. On top of this 6 where this man is going out and get what he wants. This is a weird card, and I'm going to read you verbatim from the book. Shock value. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. So I'm just going to read from the book because it to me this doesn't symbolize boredom, but this is the first word that they put to describe this card. Lack of harmonious communication. This is interesting to me. Insensitivity, inevitability to be enthusiastic or become enthusiastic. The man is bored and the woman is ecstatic. Okay, this is confusing me. Like I don't know what way to take this. Now, the man is bored. Give me a break here. Now, this here, the man's going after the woman. I'm trying to understand, is this something we came from where intimately the man was bored? He's pleasing her, but he's needing more stimulus like this. Okay, sorry, it's crossing a line here, but that's what I'm getting. Or is this something coming in the future? Okay, we're going to go next here. These are pretty graphic, guys. Queen of Pentacles, right? This is the energy of her kind of, I feel like there's an intimacy opening up, but she's really preoccupied with other things. We have 5, the Hierophant. Now, I'm going to go back to the book. Look at the, see, the Hierophant is also a symbol of marriage, can lead to that. In this deck, I'm really confused as to whether to attach that highly to this card, because it's supposed to be about sexual energy. When you're talking about sexual energy and uniting like a marriage, you want to be loyal and committed, right? This is the sense here. Going back to this energy, which I felt was maybe a past love. Give me moments. Yeah, counsel, spiritual guidance, wisdom, tradition, permission, and rituals. Ooh. Okay, give me a minute here. Stuff's coming. Permission. Tipped off a bunch of stuff coming in now. This is where I think we link up with what we stood up for. I feel like the partner that we let go, I feel like this is them. I feel like for some reason, maybe they were bored in the bedroom, whatever. It had to do with a sexual issue. They maybe just wanted more partners, and the Pisces said, no, I don't, or unaware of that. They did that, and the Pisces stood up no matter against that, and they went off and did their thing. Okay, this is the sense I'm getting. Now, the Hierophant is looking back on that past energy and talking about what's monogamy, right? This is what I'm getting, monogamous. But a feeling here in the past, we're not doing that. In fact, we'd be more titillated if we had 3 or 4 or 5. But the Pisces is just no part of it. So we're moving forward here towards, because in the past, that's what we're looking for is, one-on-one. And somehow the Pisces is getting wrangled up to kind of be dating too at the same time. So it's looking like we're guilty of what we stood up for. But nonetheless, the Nine of Swords, this is where there's some darker energy can come in. And I'm saying darker, but tipping over to the side of things not being balanced, okay, in the bedroom. And to clarify that, we had the 11 of Cups. Ooh. That's a Page of Cups. Now, he's out there. I wanted love, you want to love, da da da. He's offering love, right? Outward. He does not hide anything. He is not devious per se, or is he? Just give me a minute. No, he's young, youthful, vibrant. He's going after love. He wants love, da da da. Yeah, this is Casanova, right? So Casanova, he just wants all the love in the world. Just give me more, give me. So the Pisces is kind of in that state at this point, and they're single, so they can do this, right? Now, there's something. I feel like the Pisces is kind of inviting the love in, like Casanova, just bring it on. And what do you know? The waterfall starts going, and it's raining men, right? It's raining men. And here we go. So we're getting into points here where we're going to have to pick and choose, right? That's really what I'm getting. He does not wear a mask, this guy. So it's everything. What you see is what you get. This is the mode that they're in, which is good and clean, right? Energy. So we're going to keep going down here. This is the last of the kind of getting... Okay, so the 7 of Pentacles, again, cover that up. What do we get over that? The Moon. So that was that past energy. I feel like there was a partner we had, and again, the Moon symbolizes secrets. They may have had an intent here in a sexual way towards the Pisces. The Pisces just had no clue. There was stuff not having to do with sex at all. They just didn't want any part of. There were things in other areas we had to block it off. Just not making sense, not adding up, not fitting the bill. So they stood up against that. Kind of saved themselves from some deviant energy. I'm saying deviant, but sexual energy they just wouldn't have been privy to anyway. So that's all hidden, okay, in that past one we left. For some reason, they're bringing that to the forefront to deal with, okay? So for some, that'll help knowing this. I don't know. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, right, and that Hierophant energy, the fact that we're looking back on the loyalties or disloyalties that we had in a past relationship, not and wanting loyalties one-on-one in the future. What do we get to go over? That is the Star. Yeah, we feel highly hopeful that we can get this. Even though we have no faith that we can get a relationship, we feel that if we do get one, we can get one that's loyal, or pick one that, and we're not going to put up with. Why? Because we've learned our lesson there. And that may be the lesson entirely, is the lesson that, of standing up for that right to have a loyalty for them. If my words are not coming out right. But again, hopeful, healing as well, the Star. talks about healing that needs to be done here. And there's still things that need to be uncovered. I feel like, man, either the partner's coming back or has come back a few times to try and clear things up. And would just, no, 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 hand, talk to it, that kind of thing. I don't know. Like there's a reason they're brought into this energy's brought in. Something there you got to deal with. They did say that we're just not over that relationship, so it may be that. Okay, so the star is about healing, hope for the future, and whatnot. I feel like even though our faith is faded, we may have scenarios here of dating, especially for the singles, where we may have a lot of action. Some things that kind of turn us around. Okay, so on top of this, and I feel like that's the Pisces energy, right? They're kind of in an I don't want to say immature, but beginning stages of love, and excitable and going out and flying by the seat of their pants in that way. But they're very much open and honest. There's no mask. We're not trying to fool anybody. We just want love, and we're just gonna, what you see is what you get, and you're gonna get what you see from this person, right? That person outside of you is gonna get what they see. So to expand on that, we get the 3 of Wands, and that's about waiting for our ships to come in. So they're telling me you get some action and then you're waiting. So I'm going to go right to the planetary, and then I'm going to hone in, because are we waiting for a long time before these, reigning men start coming, or women, depending, or do we get a big chunk of excitement and then nothing after that? The planetary card to shut it all down. Moon in Cancer talks about belonging, sensitive, introspective phase. So this is what's going on now, right? The healing and all of that. The boat. Very funny. Very funny. Waiting for our ships to come in, and there's the boat on the dock. So I think we're closer than we have been to coming into this energy. Again, this is for the month of February. Give me a minute. Oh, March, April is what they're showing me. So it'll take a few months here to just kind of settle into healing the rest of the way. That's why they're bringing up that past relationship. It has high significance in your way forward. We don't want you to be caught up in one, the frequency of depression to get over, and two, not without understanding. And the sense too I get is we may have someone come back to try and explain things so that we leave on a better note. That's what I was getting through here, and I wasn't saying nothing. But it was like there's an energy of that past partner coming in to kind of, either the past partner or something you need to say to them, or they need to say to you to clear up, whatever. I don't know. It's dicey in the sense I'm getting from the Pisces. I don't even want to deal with, because you're going to suck me back in. I don't want to get sucked back in. But there's something on the other end there. The person needs to feel very highly communicate. To make you feel better, but not to get the relationship back, but to make it better that you're apart. So make it easier to be friends. I don't know, this kind of thing. So if you know, or you have an inkling of that, or an instinct of that, then that's something that might come here before the end of February. I wouldn't be surprised over the Valentines season, like 3 days, 13, 14, 15th, right? In there. We might, because it may not hit on that day just because it's that day, right? Valentine's Day. But in there, they're really going to be thinking about that. So, Moon in Cancer. Yeah. Sensitive, introspective phase. This is what's going to happen till April-ish. And then she's raining men, girls. She's raining men. And you may have a choice here of someone younger. Significant age difference anyway. Okay? but mature level is high, or maybe even higher than some our age. Is the sense I'm getting, high wisdom through this person that is of the age difference. So that's really no, I feel good energy, like very like a lot of growth is capable here. So anyway, that's the Pisces. Woo. Okay, that was really good. I kind of want to sit in that for a while, but again, that's in the future, so that's good stuff though. So that is for Pisces for the Valentine season. Now, next, Cancer, 5022. I just do that so it's easier. Okay, Cancer, general energies. Here we go. First card, love, union, and harmony. Well, who wouldn't want to start on that? 2 cups. Woo. Alrighty. Dolphins, happy vibe. Everybody's. Cancer. Yeah. Love, union, and harmony. Give me a minute. Either we're in it, or we're going to be attracting it, or we're in that honeymoon phase of something. Maybe in a honeymoon phase, some is, right? Or this is what's coming. Next card, High Priestess. Instincts. Using our instincts in a union that we have here going on. Yeah, I gotta watch these Cancers that they don't. I'm getting that ace in the hole card. The holding our cards close to our chest thing again with her, because her eyes are closed. But she's got some secrets. These Cancers holding some secrets in the love zone. Maybe that we're just secretive about someone that we got loving feelings for, but usually this here, love and harmony, it is a union. It's not a dream of. The Ace of Cups can carry that energy of dreaming and hoping or crushing on someone, but this is usually having someone there showing that affection to you. The next card, Ace of Wands, inspiration and creativity. You know what that ace means in the romance, but we're on the edge here. We're on the fringe, so I won't go there. Ace of Wands is about inspiration, creativity, action, what we get fired up literally about. Okay, so we are very passionate about going forward in this direction. We have a lot of knowledge, and it's secret knowledge as well. So let's expand. Love, harmony, and union. What do we get to? 5 of Swords. This is interesting, because this card here, 5 of Swords, in this way, that's the podium, right? First, second, and third. And this person is like, yeah, I made it. But the other 2 are pissed off. So we may have got a partner that somebody else was after, or a couple somebodies were after. We may be gaining attention from a partner that other people are upset about. This is what I'm getting. The nose is at a joint in the peanut gallery. They're all not happy. But this don't mean nothing, because you know what? The Cancer's happy, and that's what matters. So, but there's people in the periphery, they're just not happy with the Cancer being happy, which is not right either. So the High Priestess, this may be the secretive energy. Maybe the Cancer's hip to this. They understand that. They know what's going on. The next card is the Devil. That's about, in this deck, they depict it like sweets. Hey, we're going to overload on sweets and just eat and eat and eat and eat. Give me a minute. I feel like that's the information. It goes back. They're telling me this devil energy goes back here. Now, this may be the energy that's coming at her, but I feel like she has some of her own. It's like daggers going back and forth in the background, but give me a minute. The sense here is we've got a partner, or we're doing fine in a partnership, is the sense I'm getting. Or we're, in the honeymoon phase, we're may not be whistling Dixie in the streets, but we're doing fine in a partnership, and it's pissing people off. And the sense is I feel like the Cancer knows this. Okay. And I feel like that's stirring The devil energy. Okay, so there it is. One, the devil energy is here for these guys shooting daggers at her because she's happy. And then you know, the Cancer's kind of, yeah, we'll see where this goes on the passion and whatnot, and creativity. I feel like the Cancer's been inspired to move forward in a creative way. We get the Three of Swords. What the hell? Give me a minute. This could go in a lot of directions here. So she's disappointed. Three of Swords, right? That's heartbreak, sorrow. She's got her hand on her head there. She's probably tears in her eyes. And all these angels trying to comfort her. But I feel like there's happiness in a relationship, but maybe it's outside the relationship in our friendship circles that people are shooting these daggers, right? And whatnot. There's having problems here, no less. Now, I'm going to go a little deeper into the spiritual area. On top of the 5, the element of water. So that's symbolizing the emotional state that we're in. They're going in the emotional state of others. We have to watch carefully. I feel like we're having a hard time sussing out the good from the bad here. We may have Cancers dealing with people, friendship circles, people other than a partner, really, where we're trying to, oh man. Okay. They're explaining to me the Cancer has to be careful. Watch the emotions of those around you. When you're happy, what happens to them? When you're sad, what happens to them? Take note of this highly, because this is going to help direct you in who should stay and who should go. Because I feel like we're being snowed here. And these people that are, sitting there all pessimistic, shooting daggers, I feel like we're kind of unaware of who they are, is the sense I'm getting. So we need to, those guys are flying around there. We need to understand more who our enemies are, because they're very, very close. That's the sense I'm getting. We got some enemies here. We have no clue how close they are and how damaging. We may have been stung by them already once, is the sense I'm getting through this. Because I don't feel like this is from a partnership in a romantical kind of way. I feel like this is from friends, gossip girls, that kind of thing. Stuff outside of a romantic relationship. Okay, so that's what they're going. Watch the emotions. When your state, where's their state? Are they happy for you? Are they truly this kind of thing? They're going very easy to find out once you get there and you notice this. Genuine, yeah, they're showing me like genuinely have great news, What do they do? That's not right. It's going to feel off. It's not right, but you don't want to give them the credit. Why? Because they're trying to snow you. So they're intentively trying to mislead you. Oh, no, I'm your friend. You don't worry about what I said. I didn't mean to say that. This kind of thing. Unfortunately, some deviousness, just really trying to bring you down. Now, on the devil energy, I feel like that's kind of the energy that is surrounding the Cancer, but nonetheless, we get the Mother of Air to clarify that. Books of knowledge up in the heavens. Now, I'm saying up in the heavens, but what they're talking about here when they allude to this card is about our dream time, our daydream time, what comes up in our mind. Yeah, in the dreams, because they're going, we're going to give heavy. Because you may have direct, how you say, what's the word? Not deja vu, but like a prediction. You may have something like so whacked of somebody that did you wrong in a dream, and you go, they wouldn't do that. But that's the energy that they're carrying. They're hiding. So look to your dreams. Here we go. All these guys are getting tipped off in their dream time. They're going, we have to hit them there because we just can't get in the daylight. So here we go. They're going to warn you who it is that's being devilish around you. You got to listen to your dreams. Yeah, it's going to seem real. It's going to seem, when you wake up and you just like, almost like you lived that, like it was so close to reality that it could be, those are the ones you got to listen to. Okay. Now, 3, the disappointment, the sadness, the sorrow. What do we get there? 7 of fire, man. Yeah, look at his body language, this guy. He's got, power of the planet behind him. I'm not even sure what planet that is. But there's a sense here that we are quite closed off. 1, to who our enemies are. We're not fully aware. We have our instincts very lightly. But because those people are working so hard to fool us, they really are succeeding at covering things up, right? So we're allowing that to happen. And then that energy is really like the suspicion. Yeah, we're highly suspicious, but not in the circles that we need to look. They're thrown off, completely thrown off, and very gullible in that way, unfortunately. We're being redirected and we're falling for the bait, is what they're saying. Not good. Cancer's kind of getting, how do you say, thrown on a goose chase here as to who's guilty, right? And the ones that are kind of chattering about others, those are the ones that are guilty. Usually. The censor, they gave me a check for that. They're going, the ones that are the troublemakers. So there's troublemakers abound here, really. And it's highly disappointing for the Cancer because they really thought these people were in their court. Okay. It's highly snowed, and continue to do so, is what they said. But we got to look to the emotions of these people when we're coming to them and bearing our soul. Be careful. I don't like hearing that. Warning. So on top of the emotional state here, as we go deeper, it's talking about heaven and earth. Look at this. Did I not say that or something close to that? Give me a minute. Grounding out. Yeah. Is our intent to be more grounded, to see these things more clearly in others. Give me a minute to absorb all of that. They're showing me that scroll. There's a lot of information here. Is either hidden or what's going on there. Yeah, it's kind of hidden from us. Though not our instinct. They're going our instinct. But because we're so busied up and getting turned around by people, snowed by people, we're denying our instinct to a high degree. It's going to cause trip ups highly. It's just going to cause disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. People spinning us in circle, wasting our time dealing with these people when we need to kind of clear them out so that we deal with people that we can deal with head on, right? On top of that, Maiden of Air, talking about our dream time cycles and the messages that come within. Beware, because they're going, we've got profound messages coming in our dream time. If you do not remember, get a dream journal ready, because things are going to come in this way, and they are going to be shocking. I see there's no, it's not like, I wonder. It's like, oh my God. What? No. So this kind of thing, because they really got to kind of shock you, because after these dreams come in, there's going to be towers falling, is what I feel. And we've already dealt with some of the, where's that card? We've already been dealing with some of this energy here. Sorry, the glare of disappointment from these people disappointing us. We've already had it. And we're just, somehow it's kind of getting lost in the shuffle. So be aware of that. That's really the big message here they're trying to push here. Social circles, something's off. So heaven and earth, connecting that, having faith in heaven, I think, or, the energies of such things that can help you around you, not in the physical, really. Okay, so on the air element, the dreams and whatnot, we get the union card, which is interesting. Because I did get a sense here we are in union with someone here that makes us very happy, was the sense. Are we are we are we unionized with a high level soulmate? I'm gonna go further. Or are we being led in that direction? These lessons need to be learned for this, is a sense too I'm getting. Now on this dude here that's kind of blocked off and suspicious, but he's just kind of standing there with the power, but not making a move. We have the 10 of fire. Yeah, illumination, right? So when we're talking about union, this usually goes the other way around. We have illumination and then union. But give me a minute here. Yeah, something's afoot. Okay, this has to do with this Cancer's on a path here to gaining a high level union. Okay. I'm not going to say what twin, mate, whatever. High level, high frequency union. In order to do this, they raising their frequency. This is happening. And well, but now I mean they know the Cancer knows their frequency is rising. Hold on, this is complex. And they're not splitting the energies. I'm like, oh, is this where we split the energies to this scenario and this? And they're going, no, it stays the same no matter if we're in a relationship or not. Because the sense they're giving me is we are headed towards a union, a high level union that we're going to be highly attracted to and irresistible. And there's some people in a happy, what do you call? There's some people in a happy commitment here. And this is coming. So this is complex. Okay. So what's happening? This is making sense to you, Tina? The sense is either the partner that we're with. Now this, I gotta watch how I say this. If we're not happy with the partner we're with, we're gonna damn well know. Now the energy I'm getting from this reading is not so much that we're not happy. We're pretty good. We're going pretty good. Things are going okay. Now, if we have a higher level union that we're going to be evolving to, this is going to create problems because we're married or committed. Committed to someone. And then we got something else that's going to be highly attractive to us that it's going to tempt us while we're in a relationship. Okay. Whew. Now, the problems, okay, these problems you're having with people outside of you, it's the frequency difference. That's why you're having these problems, is because you're raising in frequency and the, I hate to say it like this, but it's going to come off. The lower levels, they feel that difference and they're fighting it. All they know is to fight and to create chaos. They make chaos. This is what they do instinctively, and they kind of don't understand why. They just, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to block it. I'm going to, and it's just because of the off feeling, and they're lower vibration. So they're not very intuitive within themselves. They're not very awoken to what it is they want to do, where they're going, or what the significance of any of it is. So they're feeling the Cancer kind of rising up, and they're trying to drag them back down. This is the problem. We need to get away from that energy in order to see properly. And then I'm not going to predict anything here because there's a union we're in. Some of us Cancers, some may be in a union that's not so great. And that will, when this comes in, man, that'll just take care of that. But some are in a pretty good way here, and it's going to create something. Yeah. So just stand your ground, but be careful. There's underhandedness, right? Veiling, masks. Everybody's wearing a mask here to cover things up, and they're lying about what their true intentions are. But I feel like we're smart enough to gain that instinct. It's just we're kind of not listening to it because they're saying no, and so we're believing that kind of thing. So yeah, oh, Valentine's, man, this month is going to be a crux, I think, for some. For others, it's going to create a union no matter. And sometimes we can have a union like this, though it is highly attractive, it'll just, whatever will unfold, will unfold. So can be interesting for the Pisces because, again, higher level union and advancement. Now, the fortune card we haven't even gone into the sex side yet. Whew, okay, sorry. Death. Now, this is a time of natural transition and transformation, right? So, yeah, if we have a union that we're not happy with and something high vibe comes, we're going to transition, right? But if we're in a union that we're okay with and something comes, there's going to be transition no matter, meaning we are going to evolve no matter in relationship or not. And this union is going to come forth. So, yeah, transformation is the key. Now that's I feel like this is going to be heavy. Okay, we're going into the sex side. We're still with Cancer. Yeah, still with Cancer. Okay, romance 101. Here we go. Trying to get underneath the issues before they hit, because I feel a lot of this is just in the offing here. So there's a lot of preemptive time you've got. First card, Knight of Pentacles. So this may be your sorry. This may be, they threw out the word stud. Like, how am I not supposed to laugh at that? This may be your sorry. This may be your dude. Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They're coming up next, by the way. He's stable financially. He's putting, working to put his coins together. Oh, my nose. Here we go again. In the fountain, right? And he's making wishes himself. He's got some goals yet to go. He's not the king. He's the knight, but he's usually trustworthy and very stable and sturdy. So this may be a partner that you're with. Okay. Someone in the midst. Now, the next card is 11, the Justice. Yeah, notice she is blind here now. Yeah, they're making me aware of that blindfold. Heavy. Okay. Are there things we are blind to in this relationship? Those that are happy, I hate to say this, puts a poo-poo on everything. Oh, man. Are we blind to some things about a partnership? Okay. Things that need to be balanced, because the sense I'm getting here, if we're blind to some things, are going to come to the surface quite quickly, to be seen, to balance out here. If we have, I'm not going to get into details, but because I'm really not getting any. The sense they're giving me is it's all over the place for different people. It could be quite varied. We could have someone here that's just shady in the relationship, that's doing things not for our highest good. And they're going in the long run, not for their highest good either. But you know what I mean? There's a sense of this and a balancing of the scales. That's what they're giving me. Okay. Next, 9 of Pentacles. Now, this is the other side of it. This is the 9 of Pentacles. That is the most stable, committed card you can get. These two, it's like they've been together forever and they know each other from childhood. Like they know everything about each other. They're very comfortable together. This is that. So what kind of justice do we have to work out? Now, maybe we have, just give me a minute here. They're going, no. They just said to me, no one is in this energy yet. If you're in a relationship that's happy and go lucky, it is not that yet. That is what's coming. That's in the future. That's the union that's coming. The evolvement, the whole light me up, beam me up, Scotty. This kind of stuff. That's in the future. This is that. The potential to know someone so well. Again, I don't want to start bringing up the past here, but it's a sense of knowing. But the thing is, it could be someone that we've known many lifetimes. So we may not know them, but we feel like we know them very quickly. Going to expand on these cards. Okay, on that Knight of Pentacles, we have the Four Cups. Interesting energy. Because that is, I don't want, I'm not happy, discontent, boredom. So there may be some here that are with this type of energy. This may be financially secure, but there's not much holding it together other than that. Okay. So there's a sense here of not incompleteness. Like we're not complete with this partner. Okay. So you really have to know where you sit within a relationship here, because this is going to be very confusing if you do not use your instinct to hone in there. On the 11th of Justice, again, there's some stuff we're blind to. The Cancers in certain relationships are blind to. Seven of Swords. There's your devious card. Sneaking around, okay? If we're unhappy and discontent, there's a reason for this. There's a reason it's sitting in the air. And you may not be the only one, is what they said. The other partner may be unhappy and discontent. So the Seven of Swords about deviousness. Where do we go here? Now, this is about that future energy of the possibilities of having a connection so deep, so committed, so loyal, so true, so known, everything known, everything open. We get the Ten of Wands. Ooh, why? Give me a minute. That's kind of a crazy card to put on such a good energy from the future. The Ten of Wands, though, right, is okay. Yeah, it's the end of a cycle here. This guy's got all these. He's gonna lay them down. He's gonna lay down the burdens, and to some of these Cancers, maybe laying down a relationship. Okay. Because when this union, like I said, this union hits high frequency, there's going to be no doubt. we hopping and skipping over the fence to the other side of the grass. That's it. It's nicer over there. And we're going to be dropping burdens here. It's kind of like we don't know what we want until we see it in front of us. And we don't know what we don't want until we see something floating by and going, oh, yeah, I like that one. Can I have that one? It's not that easy. But this is the energy I'm getting from this Ten of Wands. Like we want to drop the burden, and the burden may be the energy within the relationship that the Cancer's carrying. Some of you guys, right? So, as we go into the sex cards and that Seven of Swords, scared. Okay, the Four Cups. On top of that energy, we have the Knight of Swords. So that's air signs. Okay, Knight of Swords. 18 plus. Sorry. The Knight of Swords is very much control freak. This is my control freak card, right? This woman, you don't know she's happy, but he's in charge and he ain't letting her go, right? So that's the thing is, we may have some people that are in a relationship that's, dominated by the partner. Or at least taking charge in a physical kind of way in the bedroom, okay? Is the sense I'm getting. And the Knight of Air here, Knight of Swords, he doesn't really take a lot of he's not lovey-dovey, right? This doesn't say lovey-dovey. This is, you listen to me. We're going to do what I feel. And I'm not really thinking about how you feel. So this may carry over into, like, out of the bedroom into other things, okay? Seven of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Okay. This is a good card to have on the deviousness. Now, where this sits, I don't know. Because the Three of Pentacles in this deck, this is like these people that come home from work and they're in the kitchen, they stripped off all their clothes and they're going at it. Now, this is, I cannot wait to see you. I don't feel the cancers in, no matter what you are. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. In this kind of way where you do this and are exchanging physicalities in this way. If you are not doing this now, this is again to the future of what we can. Now we may be, we have the Seven of Swords there. So this may be what we end up getting into. We have such a passion for someone that we just kind of right in the middle of the kitchen, we can't wait. And it's not our partner. This could be bringing about the Seven of Swords. Or our partner does this to us, Okay. We got to think too, if we're not happy in the relationship, we could have a partner that's feeling the same. But if we're sitting there and nobody's talking, we won't find that out. That's always something I say to keep in mind. We're not happy. 10 to 1, the other one's not happy completely either, right? So anyway, this is, again, potential energy. This 10 of Wands talking about dropping the energy of a burden that they're carrying, and it may be within this relationship that they're holding up until, and when something better's coming along here to show them where it's at. And that's when they're going, hey, I'm dropping this load. I'm not carrying it no more. It's not worth it, or I'm done. I'm done here. Ooh, get the stars on there. That's about hope. And in the sex deck here, that's about pleasing a partner. So it could be both partners here have a propensity to please the other. So this, again, heightens things in the bedroom altogether. She's taking care of him, right? Running all, and excuse me, and the stars are shining. She's going to make him feel like a star. And when you're in a good, highly tuned, meaning same frequency relationship, you really both feel like this. You do want to treat that partner, and the other partner wants to treat you back. It's not, sorry, I keep hitting the mic. It's not a sense of I have to. It's not a chore. And this is what I feel like the burden lifted. This is the burden lifting. Because we're going to be gravitating to something that we want to do this. We want to go. We want to pamper. Yeah, in the kitchen, maybe. Right? In the kitchen. Okay, let's make it one more further. Okay, it's a stark difference. You listen to me, and I got, I got some pampering. There's a stark difference here in the energies. This may be the one and only reason why one of the, some of these cancers are not getting along, is we're feeling overbearing energy upon us. Okay, so to expand on this, Knight of Swords, we get the Two of Swords. Okay, we've had this in our past reading here, and this is a more gentle energy coming at. Give me a moment here. This, I feel, is what would be most preferred, is what they said. Give me a minute here. I'm just going to read. Adjustments, harmony, and the discovery of self. Yeah, that may be the problem here, is we have some cancers not quite knowing what they want exactly to ask for it, or may not be asking this partner for it, or just whatever. There's a discovery of things in that way that needs to be shown on this partner too as well. I feel like the dominator here is, and maybe they're not listening, I don't know, but more of a gentleness, right? There's more of a gentleness here. It's almost like he's going to ask, can I take the clothes off? This is the sense I'm getting. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, this is what we're wanting. This is what we're leaning more to. We're seeing it's not floating our boat here. We want to go in a different direction. And again, until that direction comes at us, we're just kind of sitting there taking it. So on the 3, which is very fun-loving card, this is like, I can't wait to get home so that we can enjoy each other, right? The 3 of Pentacles. On top of that, we get the 9. Okay. Now this, man, I'm going all over with the energy. This one, she's a prostitute. Now, don't take offense here, but this man up there in the, you can see him up in the, whatever, the belfry or whatever you call it, upstairs, showing rank and showing power and authority above this woman. And again, it's in the book here. It talks a little story about it. She's a prostitute. She's just come out of a meeting where she's been abused, dominated too harshly, and he ripped her clothes apart. So she's in the courtyard behind those wands, trying to fix herself up so she go back out. So there's a sense of, I'm okay, but I'm not okay. This man is watching her unbeknownst to her, and he is having a hard time deciding whether he should take advantage of her in this vulnerable position or whether he should help her. Okay, so this is an energy. Now, I feel like this is, I don't know where that sits, really. Now, on the 50, it's not in the future person, unless it's like, I want to help you. Is there someone coming from the future that sees you in a vulnerable state and decides to, from the goodness? Because this card could really go either way. It could go into the darkness if we have dark cards around it, or it could go into the light. And here I'm getting a gentle energy. So it's making me feel like this guy sees she's in a vulnerable position and he's going to try and help her out. This is what I'm getting so far. And the star, kind of lightens things as well. So on top of that star energy, we get the Lovers. So this is good because this is good stuff, right? That's, yeah. Let's get it on. That whole scenario, right? So there's a sense here that we may be looked upon, the Cancer female may be looked upon as being vulnerable by lovers, really, is what I'm getting. But if we are astute enough and watch our surroundings, yeah, pay attention to your instinct, let it lead, because it can get you into trouble. Is this really a lot of this stuff? If we don't, we're going to get hung up in this guy's closet, right? And it's not good. So we want to look for the softer side. That's what we're looking for. Just go in that direction and listen to your instinct. So as we go down here, one more to clarify. On the 2 of Swords, again, there's a gentle energy here of wanting to be dealt with in a way that is considerate, kind, and with our, okay, are you okay? It's step by step. Are you doing okay? Da, 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 right? This is the sense I get from this card. He's going to go slowly, gently. He's not going to rush. He's not going to push. He's not going to, even though it's a Swords energy, there's thoughtfulness. On top of that, oh man, we get the 7 of Swords. They just can't let go of that energy. What? Okay, hold on. I got to go back to go forward. Do we have a partner that is sometimes rough and sometimes gentle? Trying to even it out? Is this, I don't know, something's funny here. When you have 2 7 of Swords like that, we got to be careful. And it's all in the bedroom. Okay, next on the 9, to clarify, we get the Knight of Swords. That's not good because that's coming in full bore real quick. And he's the fastest guy in the deck, and he can be quite without heart and also very damaging. On the Lovers, High Priestess, yeah, the secrecy, okay, the knowledge here. Sorry, B and J just in the sex side. The high priestess. I'm very immature in some ways. Yeah. Not good. Oh man, there's lover. Yeah, because they're bringing the energy back and forth and back and forth. But the sense they're giving me overall is we may not have learned our lesson in this way, in an intimacy kind of way. We're letting people get away with too much. They're sneaking in. Maybe they're posing right as a lovey-dovey, and then they get in the bedroom and they get a little hardcore, and we're not standing our ground here. This is really all I can come to the conclusion of. And our instinct tipped us off. Like, we had a little red flags. They may not have been red, but they sure as hell were yellow, right? Amber. we're getting in that area. We're just not listening to it is really the thing. And cancers, man, they're smart. They're pin on with everything. You're dead on with everything. We're just not listening, not taking it that next step, and then we get hung up for it. That's what's going on. It's frustrating. But the Knight of Swords is somebody's coming in here to trick you. Basically, the sense I get here is highly in the bedroom. We're going to wine you, dine you outside. And then once we get you in the bedroom, look out. There's going to be a change of character, but not without some tip-offs. There'll be tip-offs. We just have to listen to the subtleties, because they're not going to wear a flag saying I'm abusive, I'm too physically, demanding in the bedroom. They're not going to have that written in neon pink. Right? So this is what they're trying to say. Just keep up on your amber flags here, because they're coming in, and it's coming in quickly. So there may be a tester relationship here coming before, or maybe you're in one where someone's trying to play down the aggressive side, but they're coming out with it. And we know this about these. Maybe we've been through this, right? We've seen this, so we gotta listen to that. So this is a warning, for if you feel like you're being preyed upon, there's an energy source for that. So that's what we need to rise above. Okay. Planetary card. Eclipse in Libra. Rebalance. 3 and 1 makes 4. Reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. And that was just littered throughout the whole thing. Fair play. What do you call that? When someone, posing as something. The bait and switch, right? This is what I'm getting here. We bait her with all the good stuff, but then when we get in, we switch it up, and we get what they want, because they're kind of playing it up, right? It's kind of like the dating scenario. They put on the best front, and then after they move in, then socks are on the floor and toothpaste left open and that kind of thing. And you're going, what the hell? We talked about this. This is what's happening. So we got to be high on this, because Cancer's really got a line of high energy stuff coming in. So we want to make sure we dealt with our issues, so nothing screws that up for the future. So that is Cancer. Eclipse in Libra, that's a stop and start energy. So we're going to have moments where we tap into evaluating the relationship, and we're going to tap out. We're going to tap in, we're going to tap out, and balance is the key here. Keeping it balanced, not just half the time, but all the time. So that is for Cancer. Hopefully that helps you through the, romantic season. Ooh, these are heavy duty. Scorpio. 13403. Scorpio General energies. Here we go. Last water sign. You're welcome, Teener Wiener. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. I hope she doesn't mind that. I think she's pretty good. Doubt and unable to manifest. So we're in Scorpio, Scorpio energy here. Doubt and unable to manifest. So we're sticky energy here. The Scorpios cantankerous as well. They're very angry. These things they're trying to get moving, it's not working. Next card, Prince of Cups. And this card talks about calm ambition. I took these, I was meditating one day and they said, we want you to look at the books for these cards and pick out the words that stick out to you and post them, because you're not getting, we want a different than what the usual, right? So this is what I did here. Calm ambition, right? The hawk, or the whatever, the bird's taking this chariot, away he goes. I don't feel this is attached to the Scorpio, unfortunately. I feel like this is maybe where they should be headed, or should be feeling, but they're not. They're not feeling that at this time, is what I'm getting. Next card is 5, 6, 7, 8. Adjustment. So justice, adjusting of things, a rebalancing. Okay. And there may be some energies that need balancing within the Scorpio here, and that's they're paying the price for something, not liking it too much. So we just need to calm down, relax, just take that energy in, and it's justified. It's balancing your energy zone here. Some people have a hard time accepting that one, because they don't, if we have an energy of looking outward at others to blame, we sometimes don't take our own account into things, so we don't feel guilty about anything, or like we should be paying a price for anything. But this is what's going on through the Scorpio. Okay, so they're really rebalancing some energy in their field. The universe is helping this along. It's not going over well with the Scorpio. Okay, let's see what the base energies are saying here. Doubt and the feeling of such. 3 of Wands, we get on top of that. This is about messages that come in. She's looking at the wands, kind of normal every day. She just had her shower. He. And behind her back, highly significant, not aware that there's messages coming in here. I get a high sense of misunderstandings, okay, going on behind our back, but we're kind of, yeah. On calm ambition, which is, again, it's an energy that the Scorpio is not sitting in at this point, but I think the energies want them to aspire to this moving forward. The ambition is sticking out to me. Yeah, because I feel the frustration is what they're in, kind of. We have the Knave of Wands here. It's like the Page of Wands. It's depicted with a woman with red hair and all the salamanders. Give me moments. But look at that. I never noticed that before. They're showing me. I have to get my goggles. They're showing me this woman. It's like her fingers bit. Yep, it is. Would you look at that? I never noticed that in all the days. It's okay, so it's almost like a feeling of being attacked. Okay, here we go. Misunderstandings. Here we go. We may have a Scorpio here in the midst of feeling like they're being attacked to the point that it's painful. Look at her face, right? If you look at her face, she's in fear. And yet here, it's like we're unknowing of the details, right, that are behind her back. There's messages coming in behind her back, and we're unaware of that. So something funny going on here. Okay, next card on the Justice. Okay, the balancing of such. Knight of Wands. So we go from the Page to the Knight. Again, the women highly depicted in this deck, but if you're a masculine, this can apply as well. She's gone from all these things wildly, kind of almost like, oh, they're attacking me. Like she's going to start freaking out here pretty quick, But these guys look like they don't want to do harm, yet there's blood on her fingers. So where did that come from? I don't know which little bugger did it, but there's the sense that I've got pain from things going on. And then here we've got it worked out. They're all on the table, they're doing their thing, and she's in charge here. She feels much more content. The feminine energy, belly energy, is sitting there kind of symbolizing compassion and heart centered awareness. So we may have something in this way. It's very, man, they're just skimming over the top of this. So I don't know if this is something that they can't define. But it's like we're highly stressed and then all of a sudden we let it go. And we're highly stressed and we let it go. So something's bothered us quite quickly, but we may have either solved it or some messages came in and solved it, is the sense they're giving me. Like, almost like these two should be switched, because we've had some anxiety about things that might hurt us, but then messages come in and everything's better. That's the sense they're giving me. And then, and then we put the buggers on the table and they're not crawling all over us so that we're going to get hurt. So we're smarter for it, right? This is the sense. Okay, so on three of wands here, universal energies, we have 7, transformation. I feel like the Scorpio, again, from past readings, man, they're making me repeat this. I think I repeated this phrase in every single Scorpio. They are at the behind, they're in the back of the, what do you call that? The back of the race here. For evolving, very resistant, but not intentively. So it's like they're fighting for something, but they don't realize they're misdirected. So that hangs them back. That holds them up from all of this development that they can be gaining. They're just going in the wrong way. Like under the surface, what do you call that? Subconsciously, they're driving themselves in the wrong way. Consciously, they feel like they're doing the right thing, but they're not getting the results. Anyway, it's frustrating. So on this energy of kind of wanting to freak out about things and not having someone maybe bite us, but over a span of time here, we seem to solve. The energy seems to dissipate here, like almost like it's been talked about, solved, or dealt with in some kind of way. We have the elemental of air. Yeah, and that always brings me, when they bring me the air element, it always brings me, that's your head and your thought processes, right? What creates anxiety and stress and whatnot. Like, obviously there's little red on her finger, so she has been bit. It's not that there's absolutely nothing to worry about, but the sense they're giving me is that hold on, taking some time to understand that you just don't need to freak out. We just need to, put these little buggers back in their cage and be calm about things, right? Because there's that calm card. Is it behind here? Look at it. Yeah, that calming card, right? Calm ambition. We just need to move forward calmly, coolly, collectively. Maybe strung out quite highly by people, by situations, getting us worked up quickly. Lickety split, man, like boom. All of a sudden I'm stressed out and whatever. And then something brings us back in line, like, oh, okay, yeah, misunderstanding. And boom, we're back on track again. So there's something that we need to balance, right? We need to transition more smoothly through things. We can't be up and down like that. Rebalancing. Okay. So this energy, right, of the Knight now of Wands coming in and organizing things and, making more flow. And I was getting a high sense of compassion and heart through this. To expand on that, we get the Four of Earth, and through this deck, it's hard to really see through this It's like these little elves, right? They're working out in nature, and these are kind of like rocks and flowers and moss, and I don't know what the hell these things are, but these tunnels, and I feel like I get the sense these, right? They're putting things, they're making these things to bridge over plants, whatever. So this is about tunneling towards energies, making inroads, this kind of sense. And of course, when we're dealing with our heart, see, this is the thing. I feel like there's communications or situations where we're communicating with people and getting the wrong idea, stressing out completely. Like you may go out for dinner with somebody and then they say something and you say something, snap back, and then you go home and then you realize, whoa, I shouldn't have said that, or I shouldn't have done that. I flew out, da, da, da. And then suddenly there's a mental awareness that transformation is needed. And then we bridge that gap. Okay. So this is literally the process. I feel like some of these Scorpios may be going through at this time, realizing, flying off the handles, the word they gave me. They're realizing this, correcting this at a higher frequency. So we are evolving here, even though we're seeing it more. They're going, well, in the past, we just never recognized it, so that wasn't good, because we do need to recognize and see our mistakes and fix. So even though now it seems like we're kind of stressing out because we're noticing it more, we're actually also more prone to fixing it. And that's that transformation that needs to happen. So I feel like part of that is the Scorpio freaking out about and being hard on themselves for doing this. Is they're going, no, we are making progress and we are settling ourselves down slowly, step by step. And when you acknowledge it, it does seem, because before we just weren't acknowledging, we weren't paying attention, we weren't even correcting. So this is, it is a good process we're coming to here. We're just really kind of feeling bummed out on ourselves, like kind of hard on ourselves. Absolutely. This is what I'm getting, okay, for the Scorpios. First card is we go deeper. Whoa, Scorpio, we're diving. Scuba. Here we go. On the 7, the transformation card. 6, the Taurus energy. Slow, steady, holding things up. 5, 6 of Earth through the spiritual deck. This guy's got the last brick in place and everything's perfectly laid. So he just has to hold that one brick and he's holding that whole wall up. He is showing, right? There's a little bit of, maybe we got hurt here or what? They're making me aware of the blood. That's kind of grotesque. And they're saying that it's for the Scorpio, until we get physically hurt is when we tune into our emotions. If we get emotionally hurt, we kind of shut down. So we may be literally, this is, they're saying this in a way that it may not be happening to you in that way. In reality, it's figuratively. They're saying we're getting hurt to a degree. We're starting to understand or emote more emotion. I'm not using the right words. Give me a minute. Okay. What they said is they're feeling the pain now, where they wouldn't pay attention to it before. Now that they're feeling the pain, they're more apt to fix and go, So this is all part of the plan, no matter. And the symbol of this guy, this Earth guy holding things up is like, don't collapse yourself because you're becoming more aware. This is a good thing. We're going in a good direction. Even though it seems like catastrophe beyond catastrophe, we're fixing our path as we go. This is really what I'm getting. It's kind of a complex, deep thing for the Scorpio, but because the Scorpio's been so hard on themselves, they're going, oh my God, I don't believe it. Da, 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 da. But in the meantime, we come from a place where we did this. We run rampant over people and we didn't apologize. We weren't aware and we didn't. So we are making progress. Now we're making awareness. and then we're going outward, and then we're going to fix. And so this is a better path, but the Scorpio is feeling like, no, this is no good. But they're going, yes, it is. Spiritually, they need to run that through. I feel like it's part of moving forward. So, man, this is complicated energy. But I feel like the persons that this touches, they're going to understand, whether they're going to lay off themselves, like being so hard on themselves, I don't know. They're holding a lot up here, so don't let it crumble, because we're making progress, is what they're saying. Now, on the elemental of air, again, your thoughts are really creating havoc here with the progress that we're making, because your thoughts are kind of counteracting, going, no, this is not good. And they're going, no, it's good, because we're becoming aware. Okay, I'm repeating. Next card, journey. Yeah, look, the black and the white. This is always about going forth to where you're driven. And look at how lightness of being, this guy's surrounded by you. You're not in darkness here. You're not doing bad things. You're just becoming aware of bad things to a higher degree. It seems like it's everywhere, but it's not. Your attention to detail illuminates it and gets rid of it. Then you're clearly in a decisive energy where you can make that decision. That's dark, that's light, I'm going there, not there. This is the thing. I think they're somehow, I'm getting kerfuffled in here with this. The Scorpio, yes, feeling confused and frustrated because they feel like they can do no right. But the thing is, they're doing more right than they've ever done. But this perception, right? How they're looking at themselves in a self-defeating way. So the journey, pick your path and go there. Just do from the good of your heart and soul, and you will just get there. And the bridging over the plants, the flowers, the earth, the tunneling that we're doing, the connections that we're making, I feel that really literally relates to the fact that these Scorpios are starting to recognize, I affected you in a certain way, and I'm going to make an inroad. I'm going to connect to you and communicate that to you. Whereas before they would have held back, not said nothing, not apologized, nothing. And that really does set a zone of guilt and resentment that could go either way, right? So now they're going outward and saying, mentioning, they may not be at the point where they apologize, but at least acknowledging, and this is the step we need to take. I realize I overdid that, overreacted, or misunderstood what you said. This is what I was going. This helps. Okay. This is involvement. So that's that. On top of there, we have, look at her go. Is that 11? Yeah, 9. Okay. Very grounded. Look at all the ground. The green is highly a need to ground. I feel like they'll become successful in this. Look at her. What do you feel when you see her? She's completely in white. Scorpio's headed towards the light. They may have been surrounded by darkness to a degree. They just didn't understand that they were in it. They're starting to come out of it. I can't translate that because they're going in a scholastic kind of way, but they're learning step by step, lesson by lesson, how to get out of that dark energy. They were surrounded by it, infiltrated by it, but not in acknowledgement of what was happening, if you get my drift. So she's all in white. She got the dark hair symbolizing that we can't leave the darkness out. We have to acknowledge it and pick the right way. Now, she's offering, I don't know if you can see, it's like a bud of a plant or a worm. I can't remember. These cards are all, just give me a minute here. I'm going to look. Yeah, there's a worm feeding off the dish. Can you see that? I want you to see that. There's like a snake feeding off that dish, right? Yeah. So that's compassion, right? For everybody and everyone. And the rose, the pink rose, I just noticed in her cleavage. Don't be looking there. Anyway, Yeah, it's all that soft energy coming to bear in the Scorpio, which is good because this is all about the path of evolvement. We're choosing the right ways. That eye in the center is starting to open, so we may have some people tapping in to images coming to clarify things for you in a clairvoyant kind of way. Good stuff. We're confused and miscombobulated with all this stuff, but you really are going in the right way. Okay. Woo, that's heavy duty. Okay. Fortune card for the Scorpios. Love. Wow. Surrounds all your connections. Move forward positively in all areas of life. Like, look at the rose there, right? And then look at here. Like, okay, as I cover that card, we have the strength of the male and the female, masculine and feminine. Again, you can switch them out as you wish, but the strength of one and the softness of another, and then we have love in the middle, right? So that is truly because we're going to the sex side here, but truly the balancing of things in and outside of us. Okay. Wow. Good, we ended on that. I kind of harped on some things there, but not understanding the process here, being lost in the evolution is really what I'm getting for the Scorpio. But you're going, you're being pushed, you're at the back of the line, but they have a net and you're coming. You can't be left behind. So that's your fear. Don't fear. Okay. Just go with flow. Now, love area for the Scorpio. We have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, there's a cantankerous couple. These two are children depicted here, but we're talking about love and romance. Goats. Goats are choppy and they jump around. They don't know. A lot of times they're just all over the place. And that's the sense I get here. We may have a partnership or that we're involved in here where we kind of bicker and fight and squabble, but at the end of the night he kisses her goodnight and they go to bed, and that's kind of the way. We're just not one of those couples as lovey-dovey. We're really cantankerous, but we're together, and that's just what counts. This may be the scenario. Now, we have the King of Cups. Now, he is the king, and we're talking about cups being emotions. He's very loyal, so he's that water going into that one cup is a symbol to me of loyalty in an emotional manner. So we have someone here that we're very highly loyal to, or someone that is this way to us, even though we have the cantankerous state and arguing and the squabbling. There's a sense of loyalty here nonetheless, because this King of Cups, he never steps out on a partner. He's completely loyal, right? So the next card we get, Seven of Canes, Wands. That's about a reunion. Reunions. Yeah. No, this is a reunion energy. I was thinking, are you trying to make it like a first time thing? And they're like, no. So we may have a situation here over the next month, or have been in a situation where we're apart from a loved one that we may have found very cantankerous being around them all the time, but when they're gone, they come back. We feel very joyful in meeting back up with them. The heart center, right, is showing its energy. I'm going to expand some more here on the two, these cantankerous couple. Kind of like kids that fight a lot, and it could sense a bit of an immaturity, but we're stuck together nonetheless. That's kind of the sense I'm getting. Oh, we get the Six of Swords. That's interesting because, okay, we got a reuniting here and we've got a moving away. Now, this could go either way. We could be talking about a literal trip over water to go somewhere, to travel, literally. Usually this means, though, we're going away. We're moving away from a relationship because of it being cantankerous. But I get a reunion here, so just Give me moments. Okay, so on this, this guy who is he's loyal and true and all of that. We have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups about celebrations. Can be about weddings, things, people gathering together, having a lot of fun, celebrations, graduations, these kinds of things. We may be traveling away from our partner. They're going, cantankerous partner. They won't let me forget that. Maybe traveling away from our cantankerous partner to go to a celebration that is away, that is physically away. Okay. But being loyal nonetheless, because this carries a lot of energy forward. Okay. On top of the reunion card, we get Temperance. It's about balancing energies using your instinct and universal energies. Yeah. This whole thing is like we're moving to where we want to have a lot more I feel like how do I put that into words? It's like, okay, we got this cantankerous couple, right? They're going, and I feel like I'm getting an energy of a female Scorpio. We have a pairing here where the home life, even though we kiss each other, go to bed, wake up, do it all again, start arguing. I don't know if it's more serious, if we're going to get more serious here, but the sense they're giving me is that it's a place we want to not stay because of the arguing. So this is why we're leaving and going away to balance the energy. It's very negative. So this may be more serious than I'm giving it credit. To go and celebrate, alleviate all of that heaviness that's in the house. We got to leave physically to get away and raise our vibration and balance things back out. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Ooh. Now we're going into the sex side. Six of Swords. Sorry, there goes my nose. Once it starts going, I can't. Seven of Swords. Oh, here we go. Somebody not getting any is what's going on with. It may be that we're arguing in cantankerous to a degree that we are not physically active in the bedroom anymore. Okay. On top of the Three of Cups, we get the Eight of Cups now. Yeah, this is my dreamy romance card, meaning we want this in our mind, but we're not getting it in the physical. So this is kind of the romance, they're out, whatever, on the cement. Dancing around, being all romantical, but this is what's in reality. So this is really what when she's away and she gets into that vibration, she's thinking of being like this, where we're dancing and everything's out of a romance movie. Now the Temperance, we expand on that, we get the Ace of Cups. Now Ace of Cups is a new direction in love. Give me a moment. Yeah, this is an expansion of that dreaminess here. Because we really want a new partner. This is what we want. A new partner that we're not arguing with. We're not combative with. We can get along and have some action in the bedroom instead of feeling bitter and not having any. So not good here. It's just a little heavier. On top of the Seven of Swords, as we go one step deeper, we get the 12 of Swords. Let me look. He's on guard. He's ready to battle, ready to fight. Okay, so these people, this couple that I'm picking up on the energy here, they are really good at fighting, and they're very defensive against each other. So it is really not a good energy here. I mean, it's carrying over into the bedroom. So they're just, this is a masculine. It's the Knight of Swords. So maybe an air that you're dealing with, or Air energies, but it's on guard. I'm waiting for stuff to come at me. Yeah, I'm not going to read from the book. 8 of Cups. On top of that, dreaminess, the energy that the Scorpio wants really to come about. They would wish they could have, and the sense I'm getting is they just don't want it with their current partner. They're dreaming of Brad Pitt, something, I don't know, somebody else, right? We're dreaming of somebody else. We're not dreaming of our partner in this way because we feel we can't get it from there. Because I feel a long line of just not arguing. This is just what we do. That's what they said. It's just what we do. So on top of the 8, we have the 13. This is interesting because that is the Queen of Wands. And in there, they put Virgin. They attach that to her. I'm not too sure why it's the mask, and that's about moving forward while dealing with the past. So this, it can also symbolize someone that's wanting to go to a new relationship but still stuck in one, or going to one and in transition. And this may be mentally as well. We may be really dreaming, that may be the thing that we want in the future, is dreaming of a new partner. But we're still stuck where we're at. We're not making any progress here. And this is also, there's something they're telling me. Hold on here. Shyness of showing oneself. That's all. Okay, carry on. The Ace of Cups there, again, an expansion of that dream time of where she wants to go. She wants a loving, caring relationship with a love cup that's huge sitting in the window there. That's all the love that they're going to splash all over each other, not like the cantankerous defensiveness we got going on now. On top of that, we get the 7 of Wands. Oh, that's about a duel. This is interesting because this shows 2 men. By the way, I just gotta be literal with it. I feel like though it comes down to the couple. I feel like this is the couple going at it. Yeah, it's not good. I'm gonna read this out of the book though. 7 of Wands. Jeez. Bravery, struggle, challenge, competition. Xavier was seriously injured in a duel with Casanova. So there's a sense of someone being brave here. So it may be the Scorpio in the relationship here is showing some sense of bravery. But yet this virgin energy, I know this is in the sex, but they're kind of bleeding it out into different areas. They're giving me like the virgin, like the innocence and the lack of authority is what I'm getting here. Like I listened to this, right? Even though he's faced away, it's like he's not even dealing with her full on. And she's trying to move forward, but looking back, right? So she's confused, conflicted. I feel like this is somebody that kind of they really want to leave the relationship, but nobody knows how to do it. And they're getting to the point where they're shooting daggers at each other. Okay. So it's not good. Not good. I'm laughing, but I have to make light of it because it's not great energy. On the 12, which is ready for combat here, he's ready to strike anything that comes at him, and he's to defend himself as well. On top of that energy, we get Justice. I'm going to leave that sit. Balancing out of energies. In this relationship, very much back and forth between the two of them. The next card on top of the Virgin here, which talks about, and I feel like that's the Scorpio energy. They said looking for a way out. That's interesting. Looking for a way out, I guess. We have the Ace of Wands, which talks about passion. passion, I mean, we're on the sex side here. So we may be just wanting to have an intimate connection with someone in that way that's not our partner. And I don't mean that like, oh, we're ready to pounce. I mean that we're yearning for that in a way that's different than what we're getting from our partner. Now on this 7, the dual, I get the 8 of Swords. Wow, that's a bad place to leave it. Feeling bound, though we are not. We can choose to leave at any moment. We are feeling bound by this relationship. Justice comes in here, man. I got a planetary card. I'm hoping it's going to solve, because the sense I was given is if you give me a Hierophant or something, then we got talks here about divorce or separating or whatnot. But there's a balance that needs to be struck here. Both people are unhappy. That is not balanced. You shouldn't be together. This is the sense I'm getting. And there's passion of wanting to go in a new direction. But feeling bound to where we're at. Okay, the planetary card for the Scorpio. Oy. Eclipse in Sagittarius is about growth, success after a setback. 33. 3-3 is highly spiritual card. Oh, got too many cards in there. Growth. We have done all we can do in this relationship. There's a reason we are feeling the way that we are. It's because we need to move on. But there are things holding these people here, belief systems that, whether don't want to break up the family, don't want to disappoint the in-laws, don't wanna. But neither one is prepared to leave. So there may be some codependence heavily anchoring these two. So unhealthy mental states anchor these two to each other that they just won't leave, so they'll create havoc. And the sense we started out with right off the bat with this romantical thing is cantankerous, bad attitudes towards each other. And I was picking it up quite lightly, but I think what it is that Scorpio's taking it lightly, but it really isn't. For others around you, you're seeing is very heavy. Would not want to. So we're so accustomed to this, so climatized to the chaos and the cantankerousness that it's becoming more tolerable. And they're going, no, we need to get out any way that we can, and that's justified. That's the justice here, is to work this out outside, like get out, because we're already mentally, we're already gone. We are gone. We're already creating a new scenario. So what happens when that comes to be? Because mentally we have the power to do that, create something to come. So it's gonna start attracting. Are we going to be more tortured because we're going to see a good outlet to take? And I'm getting both parties here are not happy. It's sad. It's sad because all they have to do is face each other and go, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here either. Let's go. And let's go. And everybody else's opinion should not matter. You guys do what you need to do, this kind of thing. So hopefully that helps you, because that's really the universe is going, we're done here. Pack her up and let's go, because there's better things. We don't sit and rot and make other people's lives miserable till we die. This is not the point of being in, marriage or without marriage. And I feel like that, they brought up the marriage certificate like this, ripping, right? Don't worry about it. Money, all of that can be re-established, so this is the thing. Conventional ideas of being bound by marriage paper, legalities, this kind of thing, but in the meantime it makes our life miserable. So that is Scorpio. I'm feeling I was going on a rant here. Did we go through all of that? Yeah, we did. Ooh, heavy. Eclipse in Sagittarius, that's adventure and going off, taking a new adventure. It's stop and start energy. I feel like the Scorpio is getting empowered by this mentally, but then they go back into their, feeling bound by, then they get inspired and want to go, but again, no outlet. But the more that we dream, the more that one will start, flutting by us in the physical pretty soon, because we're yearning quite heavily for a new life. And this is not where they don't want you to sit in this. They want you to go to that new life, right? Not let anything stop you. So hopefully, man, heavy, heavy, heavy. Valentines. Hopefully you can do that, create that for yourself. Okay, man, these are heavy, intensive readings. Thanks for sticking by me here, guys, or commenting. Sorry, I'm not quite all there. The energy's heavy. I want to stay with it. But thanks for all who came in and commented. I appreciate it. I will be back here in just a bit for the Earth, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn in that order. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care, have fun, and be kind. And I'll mention if you want more readings after April, go into Infinity Readings and Reviews on Facebook. Hit me up there. I'll be shooting off readings and pick a card, all this kind of weird stuff, whatever's I'm prepped to do at that time. I'll be mostly going out through there, and then I'll see if I can do more live nights. So take care, guys. I've got some surprises with some new tarot decks as well coming in April. So a lot of energy that I'm studying. So this will be interesting, more in depth. So take care. I will talk to you in a bit. I'll be right back.